Hey, B. How you doing? Okay. I feel like Miss Juicy. Hey. How y'all doing? Okay. A BIT has been real late, but a lot of y'all already know why, honey. Okay. I done got back from the honeymoon or whatnot, girl. And we are getting into some things. Okay. Now, listen, we got to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Can we talk? Can we talk BITCH? Okay. Because I don't do coach nor do I wear it, bitch. Okay? Nah, listen. I like me a piece of coach, girl. I got two coach purses. I don't know what the fuck you was talking about. Okay, y'all gonna stop playing coach like that. Y'all gonna stop trying to play the girls out like that. Don't be like that, Miss Lisa Barlow. But we finna get in your it's just a little bit, okay? So y'all gonna come on in. I'm sorry for the people that is, Lisa Naders. I don't know what y'all would call yourselves. Barlows. I don't know what y'all would say. Okay, the bar is low. Miss Bronwyn said she had to lower it so low so that Miss Girl would trip over it. Okay, she had to put the bar that low for her ass to trip over it. But anyway, we gonna get into it. So listen, John and Lisa have a conversation, right? And he pretty much got to let her know, like, BIT, if you don't get your shit together, girl, she finna kick us the hell out. And I done came too far into this nice location in Palm Springs and all this and that. Girl, you're not finna sit up here. Now, you embarrassed me everywhere we go, and you showed your ass over there at Angie house. But what we not finna do is let you show your ass up here in these rich white folks' house, okay? Now, I know we white and we may be a piece of rich, but these motherfuckers got long money and it's giving very wealthy. And what you not finna do is get us kicked out. Okay, we're not gonna have that here, so you need to go ahead and have a conversation with Bronwyn. So Lisa going outside and she's like, "Oh, this is so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable for me." Listen, Lisa, sometimes you really bother me when you act as though things are only terrible for you. That's one thing that bothers me. You often act like, I don't know, like nobody else goes through stuff. Like you don't think it was uncomfortable for Bronwyn for her to invite you out. Okay, you over there FaceTime and Heather and all that extra stuff. And then when she's trying to express herself to you, you sit up there and pretty much try to explain Heather's side, but you didn't explain Bronwyn's side when you was talking to Heather. Oh, baby, I'm finna clock the hell out of Lisa. So y'all Barlows might as well get ready. So anywho, I'm tired of that, okay? Talk about how she felt uncomfortable versus how uncomfortable it may be for other people. Her husband says it's weird to see her and Bronwyn not getting along. So Lisa decides to say this. Listen, instead of taking accountability, you know what I'm saying, for my actions, because I know it may be very difficult for you to see us like not get along and fight, I am going to choose in this moment to put things off on Whitney. Yes, I am. Actually, I am. I'm going to put it off on Whitney because I feel like Whitney is taking my friends and I don't like it. I really don't. I'm noticing she's getting closer with Bronwyn, and it's really a problem for me. And she really stirs the pot. Like that girl, she just really does not like me, and I don't even know why. I don't know what the issue is, why she always has a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't take it. So I think it's best if I don't take any accountability for my actions and my friend. And, I'm going to put that on Whitney because it just makes me feel better. And I'm still pissed with her, for trying to lie on me. Like, that's just what I'm going to do because I can do that. Okay. That's the energy Lisa giving. BITCH, instead of you focusing and staying on topic when it comes to how you handled yourself at these people's house and stuff, you want to sit up there and blame everything on Miss Whitney, talking about how she like to stir shit up. No, consider the possibility that Bronwyn feels exactly how she feels because of her own independent feelings, and it has nothing to do with anyone else but her, you, and a piece of Heather. Okay, but let's keep going, honey. Lisa doesn't want to leave the trip early. Of course she doesn't. So she wants to fix things with Bronwyn. Lisa wants to fix things with Bronwyn. And she didn't go directly to Bronwyn in that moment to have a conversation, but she did wait until they all sat down at the table. And that's what she wanted to, talk to Bronwyn about the Heather thing. Lisa doesn't think it was anything to defend and says it's hard to talk with Bronwyn because it's about Heather's feelings on a situation that she had with her. Well, if that's how you feel, then why are you still trying to have a conversation with her about Heather's feelings? Why are you, if it's more so about how Bronwyn experienced things and how Heather experienced things, then why wouldn't you just listen with an open ear and say, I understand, I get it, not offer much of an opinion on either side, and just say, maybe you girls will figure it out. You guys will work it out, You over there trying to defend Heather and come from a standpoint of where you think Heather was coming from when it came to that conversation between her and Bronwyn, and you weren't even there. You're trying to automate when Heather's a friend and she's really a friend. Like, girl, fall back. Fall back. I didn't like it, okay? Anywho, you definitely had Heather's back more than you had Bronwyn's, only for us to learn towards the end of the episode how Lisa really feels. And she does feel like Bronwyn is a bit of two-faced, vindictive, manipulative. And it's crazy to me because with Heather's face, you can't even see that Heather gives those very things. You can't even see that Heather is befriending you and enjoying watching you in pain. She enjoys watching you hurt, and you can't even see that because you're too focused on damn Whitney. Girl, I can't wait till the tables flip with you and Heather, honey. So Lisa brings up Whitney lying on her when they're sitting at the table talking, which I feel like you bringing up Whitney lying on you had nothing to do with the conversation of Bronwyn, Heather, and you. You bring Whitney into it. Whitney interjects and says, girl, if you're going to mention my name, you better mention something cute behind it. But what you're not going to do is sit up here and mention that I lied on you because, girl, I did not do that. I did not do that, honey. Okay. And so they're having an exchange. And then, Whitney calls her out and says, girl, but you was over there charging at my husband. You added him into the BS. If you really want to get into some things and you want to talk about something, we could talk about it. So Lisa says, girl, your husband is very capable of taking care of himself. And I want you to know that. Okay. He's very capable and able of taking care of himself. Then she says that my husband would never talk to a woman the way that your husband sat up there and talked to me. By Lisa, baby. Okay. Whitney says that she felt uneasy. Lisa says, yeah, but not as uneasy as I felt when your husband was like, fuck, you fuck. And Justin was like, oh my God. Like, I did not say that. Miss Lisa, I wish Bronwyn them honestly would have sent her ass home right then and there. Okay. Because her husband just had a conversation with her and told her to chill the hell out or they're going to have to go to hell home. And she comes talking to Bronwyn all cool, calm, and collected. And then next thing you know, she's yelling down the table at Whitney. And it's like, did you not just hear what them folks said? Todd is not trying to deal with none of this shit. Matter of fact, Todd was finna get his ass up and leave the table. And Bronwyn said, I need you to sit right here. Okay, sit right here 1 second. Sit here with me. Let me tell y'all something. People be talking about how Todd talks to Bronwyn, right? And she kind of mentions it too. But I refuse to believe that Bronwyn don't be going in his shit when they in private. He needs to read the room in public, but I'm willing to believe she might be giving him a little bit of a piece of this or that when they're in private. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, let's see. So John takes control of the conversation and he asks Whitney to ask Lisa if she even did whatever she's accusing her of. Whitney asks Lisa. Lisa says no. John says done. Be dead. I say yes, please. Please be done with it. We're moving on. Girl, don't nobody give a damn about no Alibaba. You're going to sell it anyway because it's just how you is. Like, and you ain't the only one, okay? You are not the only one that's selling items from China, okay? And a lot of people ain't the only ones buying shit from China. Like, girl, can we move on, please? Let's move on. Then he asks Lisa if she ever lied about Whitney. And then, of course, Lisa says no. And then he goes on to say, my wife has never lied about anyone sitting at this table. Baby, the way Seth chuckled, okay? And the way Sean slid his ass in there. Oh, baby. I love me some Sean, honey. Sean is handsome. Sean is calm. Sean is poised on these hoes, okay? Sean is not easily moved, but he can be when you trying to put salacious allegations out there on that man, okay? Just a little piece. But, baby, I'm here for Sean. Sean is the number one house husband for me, okay? So, Seth laughs, and then Angie's husband says, wait a minute. Didn't she call you a fucking bitch? Girl, Clockwork loved it. Loved it. She ain't stood up there and lie on nobody, but she will have a foul ass mouth the way she called my wife up out her motherfucking name. Yeah, you thought I ain't know about that. Well, we're going to get into it for a little bit. Because you can sit up here and paint your wife out to be whatever kind of saint that you want to paint her out to be. I'm going to paint her out to be an abuser. Baby. Sean, baby, when I tell you the husbands have clocked in, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, okay? He tells Lisa that she's borderline abusive, and I could have fell to the floor. Okay, because Lisa didn't know what to take. She didn't know how to take that. And I mean, I definitely see where he coming from. Okay, like I get that. She could be emotionally abusive, I feel, when it comes to her friends. She could do stuff, don't want to take full accountability, but it always expected an apology from somebody. Like, no ma'am. So she gonna sit up there and say in her confessional, like, oh my God, like Sean, really? Like, why is he even talking to me? Yada yada yada. And I said, BITCH, why was your husband even talking to Whitney? Better yet, bitch, why was you even talking to Whitney's husband? You opened up the floor, so let us all talk to each other's spouses, bitch. Let us all check each other. How about that? So Lisa says that she has a different way of talking, and they clearly don't understand. Did y'all edit that wrong? Because, ma'am, what do you mean you have a different way of talking by calling somebody a fucking bitch? And then saying that they don't understand. No, we understand very well. Just like we understood when Seth said what he said. I don't care nothing about nobody trying to say, oh, he was just joking. She was just joking. Like, nah, he wouldn't. Okay. Anywho, so she also goes on to say, like, if I've offended you or I've hurt you or whatever, then I'm sorry. Like, I would not accept that apology because it was given damn here. That's what it was given. So no ma'am. Try again. And on that farm is what it's given. Okay. Sing old McDonald, bitch. Okay. So baby Todd wanted to get the hell up off the table, and Bronwyn was like, hell no. Sit your ass right there. Because he was having enough. I feel like he was finna cut somebody out. That's why he wanted to leave. He thinking about his finances. He don't want to mess up nothing by being on this television show. I know he wanted to let Lisa have it. Ooh, child, listen, Todd is not. And see, this is what I like too, though. Because Todd is going to give you raw, true emotion. Because he's not used to, I mean, well, most people are going to give you that anyway when they're not used to the cameras and stuff like that. But Todd was just like, go away from me with this. I ain't coming for that, girl. This our honeymoon. I'm thinking we finna have a great time, celebrate. I'm not trying to argue with these motherfuckers like that. These people ain't even in my tax bracket. Okay, these people ain't even on the same financial level as me. Okay, I feel like Todd look down on people like that, just a little piece. And he like, I'm not finna sit up here and throw tomatoes with these folks. They ain't got it how I got it. Like, I'm too expensive for this shit. That's what it was given. So, anywho, Mary and her son. Let's talk about them. Ooh, Mary is in a really tough situation with this boy. A really tough situation. And it's a monster that she created, and she's fully aware that she did. She knows that she spoiled him to the end, and I feel a little bad for her. I feel a little bad for Mary. I think she operated with her son based on her own, experience as a kid and not wanting him to lack and this and that. And maybe she thought things would be different with him if she gave him everything, and not require much of him. I feel like when we first saw his dad on the show earlier on, I feel like he may have tried to ask for more of his son. And I don't know if Mary wanted that. Right. And I just question, like, I know he doesn't want to be a part of the show, but how involved is he in his son's life? Are you guys still married? I would want to believe that you are. I would want to believe that he still lives there. Like, what does his dad have to say about all of this? Maybe he's passive and things, just like Miss Mary is, but it really ground my gears when she walked in that room. It looked a mess. But not so much as the room, because kids, as the young adults like her, that's what it be like sometimes. Everybody ain't is polished and clean. But going in there, and I ain't like that the girl was just sitting there. I feel like when the mama enters the room, I feel like I don't give a damn if you the wife or not. Y'all living under that lady roof, and y'all operate like some little damn kids. And all honesty. So when she said, I feel like I'm talking to two little babies, I said, bitch, that's exactly how I feel too. But when she steps into the room, I think the daughter should ask, should I leave? Yeah, you should. Go ahead and step out. I need to have a conversation with my child. I need to talk to my son. Okay? Because she primarily was talking to him. So she goes in the room to check on him. He in the bed with his wife or whatever it is she is this week or next week. He's pissing me off a little bit. He had no plans for the day. She's asking him what he plans on doing. He's just sitting there looking confused. And it's like, you definitely created this. You definitely created this. And then girl, it's just so much I could say, girl. I just feel bad for Mary ultimately. She says that her son is typically ambitious, and I'm like, are you sure? Is he? I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen enough of him to know how ambitious he really is. But okay, she says that it's her fault. She knows she spoiled him. She feels like she can do something for him if she could just find him. So I guess the him that he's presenting isn't the person she's always known, and she just needs to get through to her son. And as prominent as I want to believe she is in the area, and the connection she may have as a pastor, because a lot of time pastors have associates and people that may mentor the youth and children like her son, or people like her son, shall I say. So I would think that if his dad isn't as helpful, maybe she could get someone else that could potentially help her out with that. It does seem like on the show she's really trying to handle and battle this on her own. And I feel like you've done enough and you're at a place where he needs some more help beyond you. I don't know if you need a therapist coming in every week to have a sit down with him, and then maybe the wife or the young lady has a sit down separately with somebody. Like, I don't know, but she just needs some reinforcement. I do feel bad for Mary. I know it's something that she may have created. I know she's gonna go to the end to help her child out, as most parents would, right? I just feel bad for her a bit. She says that she wants him ready for the world, but she don't really think that he's ready. I say he's not. Not the way that he's acting, but then I feel like he got to be a piece already if his ass done went up there and got married and you didn't know nothing about it. Ain't he married to that little girl? She's a very pretty girl, pretty young girl. She was sitting over there looking at Mary like she's in trouble. You kind of are. You kind of are. And where are your parents? I wonder what happened with that situation. It's just, girl, it's just, I hope Mary gets the help that she can get for her son. And even though he has his dad, I feel like a lot of times people can be married and the dad can be in the household, but you still could feel like a single mama still. Hey, Tisha, how are you? Um, you still feel like you're a damn single mama. So maybe that's the vibe. I don't know. Or did Mary make the dad feel like, don't say this or that to my son? Maybe made him feel like he couldn't discipline the young boy or something. Like, it's really bad to see. And they definitely looked high. They were moving slow. I hate the fact that Mary came in there and the girl still over there feeding the damn boy. I'm like, the fuck you think you do? She would have to get her ass up out of there. I'm not saying move out completely, because I believe that Mary thinks that if that girl leaves the home, she's also going to lose her son. But then you're also the same person that tried to blame the girl for where your son is at. Now your son is where he's at because of him. If you did want to blame somebody, it's okay if you decide to blame yourself. No parent is perfect. But to blame that young girl, I don't know about it. Okay. But she would have had to get the hell up out on that day. I'm having a conversation here. So when I step into the room, and I just feel like, lay down the law. Like, I know she may be afraid that her son is going to like leave or go further away from her. And I don't know. It's just like sometimes I'm like, yeah, like, this is just really sad. It's like, let him go. Let him do it. If he decide he want to run out there and it's going to take you away, you already know he ain't got enough resources to where he going to stay out there. I feel like plenty of parents probably had to put their damn kids out when they start feeling themselves or feeling like they ain't want to do nothing, this or that. And them kids need them. They may act hard for a few months or maybe a few days or even a few weeks, and then they come back and they ready to get it together. But I think she's also afraid of him spiraling out of control and going further and further and further into drugs. And it's a complicated situation to be in. Just watching it, I haven't experienced that. Pray to never. But I don't know, Mary girl. I think you should just lay down the damn law, high key. Okay? start putting certain things in place. Like, hey, this is what we're finna start doing. I don't mind you and your wife being here, but y'all gonna have to start paying some bills. Okay, you're gonna have to get a job. This how much to rent this room is finna cost. Okay, da 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 da, whatever it is. Cause if he grown to go get him a damn wife, girl, I think you need to snatch that fucking rug from up under his. It's just a little piece, okay? But I don't know, girl. I mean, because maybe it's a different situation when you got a kid that's, addicted to drugs in some fashion, and you probably got to be a bit more sensitive with them or something. But, girl, I'm like, fuck all that shit. Okay? Fuck all that, okay? I feel like that's called gentle parenting. Back in the day, we didn't get all that. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Gentle well. You gotta get your ass about the bed. I know that. Okay? But, child, good luck to Mr. Mary and them, okay? What else? Anniversary dinner. Let's get back. We get to the anniversary dinner. Lisa says everybody's getting ready for the dinner, and Lisa over there telling her husband how she feels better about her and Bronwyn. This is where the clockation finna come in for you, Lisa, okay? What you mean you feel better about you and Bronwyn when y'all didn't even finish y'all damn conversation? You feel better that you said whatever it is that you wanted to say because Bronwyn didn't even damn talk. And this is another issue with Miss Lisa Barlow. Okay? This is another thing where it's always about your feelings and how you feel. Rarely about how the other person feels. As long as you feel like the weight is off your shoulders, then you feel like everything is all okay. Move around, girl. Move the fuck around. So Lisa tells John that Meredith has an issue with Angie's husband, right? Now, y'all know earlier Sean clocked Lisa for calling Angie a fucking bitch. All right? So he clocked her on that. Well, she says, what's so funny is that, I talked to Meredith when we were over there talking to Heather, and she was saying that she still had an issue with Sean because he brought her son up and all this other stuff. And you know what I told her? I told her that, I understand what she's saying, but at the same time, my experience was different. So I can't really say that, I can't say anything. I can't really speak to that because I didn't experience that. So I don't know, but it's just so funny that is what I told her. I didn't experience anything that she experienced. And then here we are at the dinner and then he just calls my ass out. What the hell? Number one, it's still a bit different because your experience with him was not the same. Okay. And he should have called you out for calling his wife out her name. If your husband can check the hell out of such and such out of Justin for stepping towards you, then he could defend his wife for you calling her out her name, right? In addition to that, you heard what you just said? What you said to Meredith, what you said to Meredith were the very things that Bronwyn wanted you to say to her. Or at least say to Heather. I can't speak to that because my experience with him is different. The same words that Bronwyn used with Whitney when Whitney was calling your card, and Bronwyn said she couldn't speak to that because her experience with Lisa is different, so she doesn't know. But not once did you extend that to Heather, nor did you extend it to Bronwyn as confirmation. Child, ain't that something? Bronwyn, I hope you see Lisa for who she is, girl. I hope you see her. Don't be hanging with that lady like that. That lady don't even much like you for real, okay? And let's be honest, okay? The real reason, as I've said earlier, the reason Lisa sees Bronwyn as a flip-flopper, two-faced or whatever, is because Bronwyn is friends with Whitney. And Lisa can't take it. Lisa, were you hoping to ice Whitney out in some capacity, but the women you're bringing on the show are loving Whitney? And they're migrating over there to Whitney? That has her bothered. Lisa be bothered by Whitney, baby. And I'm sure Whitney is annoying. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she does get on their fucking nerves, but you really do be bothered by her. But anywho, so Lisa would want, no, let's keep going. So Whitney tells her husband that is weird with Lisa, and she trusts her source over Lisa, and she doesn't know how to trust Lisa because she knows Lisa will never be honest about it. Well, if you know she's never going to be honest about it, and you're still going to stand and feel how the hell you feel, then feel how you feel and move the fuck on. Okay? Because we only going to be going in circles. The more you accuse her, the more she's going to tell you no. So if you ain't got no other valid proof outside of a person telling you something, he say, she say, then girl, can we move on? Because all you got is what Lisa said. If you ain't got no additional proof to back up your thoughts and theory, girl, shut the hell up. Let's go on to the next thing, please, okay? Bronwyn gets to dinner. She's still waiting on that apology from Lisa, baby. Lisa was over there so focused on her damn necklace and everything. She's like, oh my God, I know that Lisa's so focused on my necklace as it is worth $4 million. Okay. And that is what it's giving. But girl, I want you to be focused on an apology. Like, what's really good with that? All right. So, anywho, you see Whitney over there laughing with Angie, talking about Seth's hat, and he's wearing a Meredith Marks hat, which happens to be a Brooke Marks hat. And I'm just like, why are y'all bothered about what this man is wearing? Bitch, worry about your own husband, Lisa, Whitney, girl. Worry about your own damn husband. Like, y'all just find the corniest shit. But let me tell you what was funny. Todd over there clowning the hell out of the Barlows and that liquor they got. Talk about they got some tequila and said the tequila is giving very mediocre, okay? Basically, it's giving y'all are beneath him, honey. All right? He spend Big Daddy Warbucks on alcohol, okay? Not that y'all be over there selling. Child, y'all tequila brand is taking a hit this season. While Lisa over there trying to clown Miss Whitney about her trying to use her brand or use this argument to get sales, baby, y'all sales are going down the drain just like that liquor was going down the drain when Justin was pouring that shit out, okay? And then you got Todd turning around talking about y'all tequila is mediocre. Oh, the husbands, girl. They came to work, okay? They have come to work, and I'm here for it. I thought that was too damn funny. Let's get into more. I believe they may be at the table at this point, and Bronwyn saying things about her husband. I don't like that Bronwyn leans into the gold digger talk when it comes to her husband. Like, oh, the things they love about Todd. Oh, you pull out that black card and they really love it. Like, of course he pulled out the black card, but I don't like that. I understand that you love him. You say that you love him very, very much and all this and that, but I don't like that she leans into the quote unquote gold digger narrative or that I'm only with this older man for his money when you know that it's more than that. I feel like she does that because that is what they believe the people are going to say about them, and so they pretty much give them what they want and just kind of like joke around with it, and I don't really like that, okay? Because then it leaves room for people to truly question you about whether you do love this man and how much you really do love this man. Like, is it really genuine no matter how much you say? So it was something about it I didn't really like it. But anywho, another thing I didn't like, and it may be small to some, but I just noticed it. I didn't like that she started her speech out talking about her husband for their anniversary, and loving him and their journey, and then she flipped it into talking about everybody else and getting to know them and highlighting them. Girl, fuck them people. I don't give a fuck if y'all, girl, who the hell? Okay, and y'all been showing y'all ass pissing my husband off. Like, no, they did not really deserve recognition in that moment because that was a moment for you and your husband. I don't know. I didn't really care for that. They play a newlywed game. I'm not going to get into everything they played, but one of the questions was, which one of the people at this table is your wife's least favorite? And you can't say that it's yourself. So they go around the table. Angie's husband says it was Meredith. He spelled her name wrong. Meredith goes in the confessional and says, Sean, if you're going to be obsessed with me, at least get my name right. Bitch. Now, y'all know I used to really be here for Meredith, baby. But she has been pissing me off lately, okay? Ain't got not damn piece of a storyline. So she's bringing up her bar mitzvah and dragging some old damn Sean situation into this season. Ma'am, I don't think this man is obsessed with you at all. And the fact that he could not spell your name is very clear that he's not. That's one. Okay? Two, you the one that sat up there and participated in rumors and shit going around about him, and he clocked your ass about it. Okay, so it's giving, and then you try to say what Angie was in the Greek mafia and all this other shit. Girl, it's giving you're the one that's more obsessed than they are. I need you to stop this, Miss Meredith Marks, that I need you to do better. Okay? Irritating. Whitney asked Lisa, she's like, Lisa, do you still feel like Justin owes you an apology? And Lisa like, I damn sure do. Yes, ma'am. And do. Absolutely. He does. Correct. Yeah, because you know what? I wasn't really aggressive. Oh, you don't think that you were really aggressive? You never been aggressive with him like that before? No, it really wasn't about me being aggressive. I was just frustrated, girl, but you over there telling lies about me. And Whitney said, now see, there we go again. There we go again because, bitch, I told you that I wasn't lying. Okay? I was asking you a motherfucking question, girl. I ain't putting that on you just yet. Okay? I was going to tell you what my source said, but, girl, don't be saying that I was lying on you. All right? Don't do that. Lisa ends up talking it out with Justin and stuff like that. They have a back and forth. And then Justin apologizes to Lisa. Lisa apologizes back. I wouldn't have gave Lisa not now motherfucking apology. I think Justin just wanted to be like, Lisa, I've apologized. Done with it. Okay? I think that is the energy that Justin wanted to have. Like, I'm done. But she wouldn't have got no fucking apology from me. And let me tell you, a shout out to Sean. Because Sean was standing 10 toes down and, bitch, I'm not giving you no apology. Sean was standing 10 toes down, and I don't know what the fuck you thought this was, nor who the hell you thought I was or is, but you ain't getting eat motherfucking thing from over here, honey. Okay? Look somewhere else, because it's not coming from this direction. Hello? Girl, I was so here for Sean. The way he laid into Miss Meredith and didn't flinch. Baby, when that man sat up there and she said, so are you saying that you didn't say this? He said, I told you twice. Girl, I screamed. It was the posture that he looked back like, is this bitch not hearing? Is she not hearing me? and did a quick 1-2 chuckle in your damn face and restated what he's already told you. It's okay? But I told you twice. Okay? Period. Sean ain't here to play no games with you motherfuckers, okay? Not at all. I'm here for Sean. I'm here for him, girl. Let's see what else had happened. So Meredith took the time to talk with Sean. She's like, oh, I think this is really nice. You guys apologize. And I have to say, Sean, I want to talk to you. The reason I want to talk to you is because, although we had a conversation about things and it seemed to be as though I walked away from the conversation feeling okay, the fact that you were refusing to acknowledge that you brought my son up in a conversation and said that I tried to use him for some type of sympathy or whatever, like I still feel a way about it. Sean, like, oh, so see, this the shit that's going to piss me the hell off. Okay, you know what really grinds my gears? You know what my pet peeve is, bitch? My pet peeve is having a conversation with your ass. So you sit up there acting like everything okay. Then we get to this table. Then all of a sudden you want to sit up there and say that you ain't okay. Well, we really could have resolved all of this stuff that night because I walked away feeling real good about what the hell happened. And clearly you didn't. Why you ain't been saying something? Why you wait till we get out here and you want to have a conversation with me, bitch? Okay, so Sean was pissed, okay? All right. Then, so they have a back and forth or whatever. And she's trying to get him to apologize and acknowledge some stuff. And he's like, girl, I ain't saying nothing about your child. Okay? He kind of did say something about her son or whatever. But I don't think he was being negative. He was just saying more so about you as a parent. You were using your son's sexuality to try to gain some type of common ground, sympathy, whatever excuse from the LGBT community because you tried to sit up there and throw that narrative out there on me or whatever. So... That's what Sean was trying to say. And he was like, can you show me proof? I didn't say that. Like, I would love to apologize to you if I indeed said some things that was, demeaning towards your son or something like that. Like, I would love, but if you guys aren't going to show anything, then what do you want us to do? Here go Whitney, all the way at the end of the table being messy. Meredith, show them the evidence, Meredith. Show them what you're talking about. I don't think Whitney was saying show them as if she didn't believe Meredith didn't have the evidence. I believe that she did believe she had the evidence, okay? I just think she wanted her to be very clear. Okay? I feel like she slick was being more messy on Angie and them side by telling them to put the information out there. Okay? So Sean wanted proof. Whitney wanted proof. So Seth decides he's finna read the headline. Sean says this and that and the other about Meredith's son. Whoop-de whoop-de whoop. Booste Kelly. Whoop-de whoop-de whoop. There. Biatch. And so he done showed the lady phone and showed his phone and did all this extra stuff. And I'm over there like, did he just call this girl a bitch? And let me tell you, Whitney got in that confessional, said, woo, I had to zip up my energy. I had to shut up. in my bones, okay, is what I had to do. Shut up in my bones. Because it was taking everything in me to not go over there and beat the shit out of him. I said, I know that's motherfucking right. I know that's motherfucking right. Because let me tell you, we would have got some shit moving up in there. Because I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to now. You could talk to Meredith any kind of way. Because, girl, I would have drugged the fuck. You talk about a conversation changing from what the conversation is supposed to be about. Okay? I would have drugged the fuck out of him. Now, you may sit up there and talk to your wife and call her a bitch out her name and do all kind of shit that you want to do and skip out on trips and not want to hang with her and stay out of town because you can't stand her motherfucking ass. But what you not finna do is sit up here and call me out my motherfucking name. Your bitch is sitting right next there to you. Okay? But if you want me to be one, I promise I'll be a real one for you. Okay? For you. For you, baby. We'll get into some things, okay? Don't you ever lift your head and curl your fucking lips thinking you ever finna call me a motherfucking bitch. Because I got you one. I promise you that while you over there hang your motherfucking wife so you stay out of town all the damn time. Okay? While your wife is the main one defending your son while you're not saying shit. Girl, I would have woke his ass out. We would have got into a few things because Steph would have been mad as hell. My husband would have been telling me to calm the hell down. Now I'm on their ass tonight. And the fact that if you trying to tell me to calm down and you ain't checking him after you done called me a biatch, oh, it's on. Oh, it's on. It's a problem. Hello? Because I would have really got anything girl, I would have woke his ass out. It would not. Girl, I would have had two enemies, Meredith and Lisa, on that night. I would have had two enemies, and I got room for more. Who else wants some? Okay? Meredith, show them. But it did shut Whitney the hell up, though. It shut Whitney the hell up. She was like, wow, Seth. Wow. She was taken aback. Crazy work, okay? Angie said, baby, y'all ain't doing that but reading headlines. What we asking you for is the proof. If you're saying my husband said something on audio, we want you to press play, okay? We don't want you to show us a clip, screenshot. We want you to press play, bitch. So where's that audio? They did play it, at least in the, production did. So Whitney said she wanted to be his ass or whatever. And Whitney said something like, did you just call me a bitch or something like that? And then here go Meredith. No. Seth says, yeah, I did. And then Meredith says, yeah, because you said I was lying about proof. No, she didn't. She didn't say you were lying about proof. She just told you to show the proof. See how y'all just be putting words in that lady's mouth? That lady didn't say that. You ain't got to like her, but you ain't got to lie on her either. Okay? So then, she says he's tired of his wife being ganged up on and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He need to be tired of his wife being upset with his ass because he keep fucking jet setting on her. Okay? Keep getting the hell on her. It's all right. Child, I guess. So Sean, when they were having a conversation, this is what I love about Sean. The whole time Seth is doing the most biatch and all this energy is high and Meredith yelling, this man was still there like this, poised this fuck, calmly. Listen. Meredith, listen, I've already told you guys X, Y, Z. I'm not taking it back. I would love to give you an apology if you could just simply tell me what it is that I've said about your son. So you're saying that you didn't say it? I told you twice. Like, that man was wearing Meredith ass out. And let me tell y'all what really had me hollering. If you go back to that scene and press play, this is what Seth is doing when Sean is talking. You had all that energy to call a woman a bitch or a biatch or however you want to say it. But when Sean was collecting the hell out your wife, he's sitting over there like, looking like, what did I just do? Eyes just big as hell, like, yeah, had me hollering. Too funny, okay? Your wife can sit up there and put out this negative tea about this man, okay? And he's still over here being very calm with your ass. Girl, I like me some Sean, baby. Anywho, Meredith goes to the confessional and talks about how it wasn't a real apology. I said, bitch, it wasn't an apology at all. What do you mean it wasn't a real apology? He never apologized to you. He said he would like to if you can show him some proof. But he says he's standing on it and he does not recall saying anything negative about your son. So he's standing on it. You're the one that's not producing nothing. So move around. I don't even think Meredith heard the audio, in all honesty. I think she read a headline, she read it in an article, and she used that to come back at Seth and Angie. But I don't think she actually listened to what was said. Just like he said, if you go back and listen to the whole audio, then you'll understand where I was coming from with that. It wasn't a dig at your kid or anything like that. You the one that used your kid for sympathy or whatever. So, okay, that's what you did. Anywho, Angie wanted to change the story, child. She wanted to get into Bronwyn and her daughter and the grandparent situation. And he was like, her husband said, hell no, we're not doing that. Okay, well, she said it was a landmine. And he said it ain't even that because we ain't even walking into that field. We ain't even going in that direction. We not talking about it, okay? Bronwyn, who still feels the need to explain herself, is trying. But then her husband says, no, we're done with it. We're done. It was the second time he said done for me that I did not like. Okay, I did not like that. I understand. He said it's only going to get me upset and piss me off. I get it. He adores Gwen. He doesn't like the mistreatment. He doesn't like how it makes Bronwyn feel. And he doesn't want to drudge up all of those emotions, especially on his anniversary night. I completely understand that. I still feel like there's a way to say that. I also feel like he did try to tell Bronwyn on more than one occasion, like, let's not talk about it, but she's still trying to talk about it. So it's kind of like with a kid sometimes when they keep doing it, you got to say stop. You got to kind of finally be forceful. But at the same time, I get where he was coming from, but I felt like he was rude when he said the done part. I also felt like, Bronwyn, you don't really owe these people a whole lot of explanation. I do understand you're on a reality show, but you didn't have to give them a lot in that particular matter. And I only say that because of your daughter. You said that when it came to your daughter and how things happened for her as she grew up, you said a lot of decisions were made for her, for a life that she has to live, and she had little decisions in that. So with that being said, I kind of felt like I would have just summed it up and said, well, my daughter is more so my daughter's situation, okay, than it is mine. And because she's not here and she, to share or express how she feels about that, I'm going to kind of like, save that, reserve that, tonight. It is, a celebration for me and my husband, whatever. I think there was a way for Bronwyn to get out of that. I can see Bronwyn potentially showing up as a person that's a people pleaser. And then maybe something that gets on her damn husband's nerves, because her husband can show up like a person like, I don't give a fuck about these folks. Like, fuck how they feel. Okay? Fuck them people. Right? And because of the people pleaser in her, she might feel the need to do too much and over-explain situations that she don't really got to explain potentially. And I could be wrong when I say that, but it's just my thoughts on that. So I get her wanting to share and be open with the ladies because she seems to be an open book, but then also a people pleaser at the same time. But then also I got what he was saying. I just think when he said that done, he was a bit rude. And she said that he embarrassed her. She said, out of everybody I thought was going to embarrass me, it actually ended up being my husband. So they got to get that together. Some people feel like, I don't know, people just want to not like Bronwyn's husband because he's older, but I don't see nothing wrong with that man. I don't see nothing wrong with that man. Not right now. Maybe as the season continues, maybe we'll see more behavior and it may change my thoughts on him. But he just seems like a no-nonsense type of guy. Okay, I think Bronwyn can be passive and allow disrespect to happen a bit longer than what it needs to be. And Todd is like, I'm not playing with this shit. You ain't finna disrespect me. Like, it's all, I'm not, that's just some shit I'm not finna play around with. And they just gotta work on some stuff. Some people feel like she about finna leave that man. That's why she came on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Because her plan is to leave him. I don't think it is for her to really leave him, like getting on this show so that she could leave him. I don't think so, but we'll see. What else ended up happening? They do Indie Day. Bronwyn tries to have a conversation with Lisa. It's too loud. They don't get a chance to have a conversation. But what Lisa does tell her in the beginning, she says that she feels like they didn't get to finish their convo at the table. And I said, oh, so now you're saying you don't feel like y'all got to finish y'all conversation at the table, but you was just telling your husband just how you feel like you're in a better place with Bronwyn. Y'all didn't even have no conversation because you ain't even much dog. You ain't even much let me talk is what it was given. Come on, Cordell. Anywho. So, Seth leaves. It's time they done got back to the house. Seth getting ready to go. He says bye to Sean and Angie. Sean did not like that Seth was calling the ladies bitches. Okay, regardless of whether he was trying to say biatch or be funny, he was calling them bitches. Period. Okay, or at least he was calling Whitney one. Of course, Whitney didn't like that. Whitney says she doesn't like how Meredith works stuff out, but still has an issue with people at a later time. She don't like that. I feel like some of y'all do that. It's not just Meredith, right? A few of y'all do that. Anywho, Angie wants to move forward, but doesn't seem like Meredith wants to move on. She says Seth is getting ready to leave. Meredith seems to be pissed about it, but she's still trying to be the happy wife. Like, it's all good, cool, take your ass on. I'll see you in a minute. Okay. Lisa and Bronwyn, they have a conversation. And Bronwyn says she feels like her being friends with Lisa friends is changing. It's changing things. Lisa says, in what way? How? What do you mean? You know. And what she really talking about is her being friends with Whitney is changing because you're starting to feel away and you're not supporting her because she's friends with the quote unquote op, I suppose. Okay. Lisa says, no, Bronwyn says, I don't know what the Heather said to you, because I think Lisa was about to give her thoughts on the situation. Bronwyn was just like, I don't know what the hell Heather told you, but girl, I was sitting in my house and I was crying at the end of the day. Okay. That lady called me two-faced. She said I was conniving, mean, manipulative. She said a lot of SHI about me that did not feel good, and I did not like that. So Lisa not saying that she doesn't know that side of Bronwyn is a clear sign that she agrees. And I need Bronwyn to stop being passive, stop giving people chances, and understand that that is exactly what she's saying, and stop begging this bitch to see your side. You need to acknowledge it for what it is and keep it pushing. Okay? Lisa slick defends Heather again, trying to explain where Heather was coming from when we don't give a damn. What Bronwyn really wants to hear is you acknowledging that you don't see her in the eyes of which Heather sees her. And you're refusing to do that, only for her to go into the camera in confessional and say something that she does see her as being two-faced. It's all tied to Whitney. All right. Bronwyn asked her if she feels like she's two-faced. Lisa responds with the question, like, do I think you're two-faced? That's really her trying to ask a question of herself so she could come up with a lie or an excuse or something. That's what she was doing. But Bronwyn caught on to it immediately and was like, bitch, you can't even say, like, okay, girl. Okay. I just need Bronwyn to just let her go. Stop messing with that lady. Stop. Y'all got no resolve. Lisa pretty much showed you who she is. Then had the audacity to play, after playing in your face, ask you for a hug. Played in your face and then asked you for a hug. I don't think you would want to hug a person that you can't even explain that you don't see them in the eyes of the way somebody else see them. Because if you ain't denying it, you must be agreeing to it. So with you agreeing to it, don't hug me because I'm a conniving, two-faced ass, mean, manipulative bitch. So don't put your hands on me, girl. Don't want it to rub off on you. Oops. Okay? Anywho, Bronwyn fixed that ass, but not on purpose. It's time for everybody to go. Bronwyn put everybody ass in coach. Angie is 19A, but she said she didn't know where the hell her husband was sitting, but she wasn't making that big of a deal. Lisa did not know what flight she was gonna be on. What seat she was gonna be on. Coming to find out, her ass is in 17C. I said, okay, so you're a few seats up from Angie. Why are you tripping? Girl, she was like, I don't fly coach and I don't wear coach or whatever it was. She said, I don't do coach, basically. I haven't flown a coach since college. So she only does first class, this and that. Like, Lisa, I can't. The flight wasn't even longer than an hour, girl. You could sit in coach. You can. She over there trying to find some first class flights and stuff like that because she wants people to believe that she's high, sedity, and all this and that. Can't find no first class flights. Let me tell you, Seth don't give a damn. I think that's her husband. Or is it John? Anywho, her husband, not Seth because Seth left, but her husband doesn't give a damn about that. He's like, so you rather prolong a flight? Prolong getting home to our son because you're trying to prove a point to these bitches? Are you okay? And she was like, well, we can always just fly to LA and this and that. She did not want to be sunned in that moment. She did not. Girl, that was a mess. I do feel like Lisa overdid it. I do. Nobody complained but you. I don't know if Bronwyn them was in first class or what they were in, but it's their anniversary, so they have every right to not sit in first class if they don't sit in first class or not sit in it if they want to. They have a right to do what they want to do because it's their money, it's their anniversary. They got you a flight. You better be glad they got your ass a flight home because they was considering getting your ass a Uber and a bus, bitch, okay? They was considering getting you a car hole and that would have been a long ride home. So you better be glad that they was willing to give you a flight at the end of it, okay? Period. But Lisa got on my damn nerves. She too high sedity for me. She just do too much for me, okay? That's all that I got. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode yet again because the girls are working for sure, all right? But that's all I got. Make sure you like up this video. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. You can find me over on Blue Sky, Instagram, social medias, all that, girl. All right? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler, the flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross I'm out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.